Hello, my girls, and welcome to the class. In this last period of today, we are going to learn about where is Africa, information about Africa in the social studies. We learned in the last time that Africa is one of what? Who can remind me? Africa is one of what? Oceans or continents or lands? What do you think? Huh?
Continents.
Continents, excellent. So Africa is one of 7 continents around the world. Who can remind me what are the other continents that we have around the world other than Africa? Huh? What other continents we have? Girls, anyone? Not all of you? Continents. What does it mean, continent? It's a big land. In Arabic, we call it قارة. So what are the other continents we have around the world? We have Africa and what? Saudi Arabia is where? In which continent?
Asia.
Asia, excellent, Amal. So we have another continent, Asia, Africa, and what else?
North and South America and
Excellent.
Australia.
And Australia, amazing. Yeah, Amal, you brought 5 continents. Excellent. We have North and South America, we have Australia, we have Asia, and we have also Europe, and we have what? Antarctica. All of these continents are around the world, and in total, they are 7 continents. 7 continents. Africa is the second largest continent around the world. The first largest continent we have is Asia. The second one is Africa. We are talking about the space and the size. The second one is Africa. Okay, we said how many people are living in Africa right now? How many billion? Who can remember? We have 1 billion people are living in Africa. 1 billion.
I was going to tell you that.
Yeah, so in Africa, there's 1 billion people living in Africa. Imagine now Africa is a continent and there is only 1 billion. Imagine that in China, it's only a country and has 2 billion. So this is the difference. Imagine the difference between
Oh my
a
God.
country and a continent. So you can imagine how much crowded is it China right now. They have 2 billion in one country. But in Africa, the whole continent, we have 54 countries and they have only 1 billion. Okay, we know now some information about Africa. We know it's a continent and it's surrounded by water bodies around it from all the areas. And then we know that it has 1 billion people. We know that it has at least 54 countries in it. And we know it's a big country. It's the second, it's a big continent. It's the second biggest continent around the world. Okay, now today we are going to know more information about Africa, and we are going to learn how the people are living in Africa and which resources they rely. And we have to know that Africa in total, they don't have that much of oil. The oil exists where? In Libya, and exists some of it also in Algeria, I think, or Tunisia. But the rest of the country doesn't have oil. So what are the natural resources that they are relying on? Let's go to the presentation. So this is Africa we're talking about. And it's surrounded by water from all the places. We know that it has 54 countries. And today we are going to talk about the things that exist in Africa. Just a minute. What is the achievement that Africa did as a continent? What is the achievement that they did it around the world that we can say that Africa is important? If you go to open your books in the page 8.
But I know.
Yes, Tala or who?
Yeah, me Tala. I know what is it.
Go for page, just a minute. Page 80 in the student book, please. What is the achievement that this continent made?
They did farming.
Very good.
And they have the diamond mine. I don't know what it is called.
Yes, excellent.
Like
excellent.
and that's all I have.
Okay, excellent. So we can say that they have some achievement, some resources. They have diamond mines, maybe,
But
and they have
they
farming.
took,
Yes.
but they took part of it, of the stuff that other countries they wanted to take Africa because it has a lot of resources
Yes.
and the diamond. So they wanted
Amazing.
to take it.
Yes, these are for the other countries who wanted to take some part of Africa. This is since maybe 100 years ago or 200 years ago. Some of the colonized countries wanted to take Africa for their resources, but now all Africa is free. No other countries is controlling Africa right now.
So they're
But
controlling themselves.
yes, now each country is controlling itself. Each country is ruling itself. طيب, let's go right now to see the achievement of this continent as a whole continent. What they did as a whole continent, how they participated in the world policy or the world economy, for example. The first thing we can think about, if we think about the African Union, the African continent, the first achievement they did is to establish the African Union, like the international union. You know, the international union, it's a big parliament that have all the countries around the world in one place. It exists in New York in America. Something similar to it, we have it in the Arab League, all the Arabian countries in one place in Egypt. So the African countries, they thought about themselves like, okay, now we are free, but if we stay separated, we can't help each other. So we need to make a union for ourselves so all the countries can be in one place. If we need each other, we can help each other. So they made what? They made a group for themselves and they called it African Union. Okay, think about the group of the WhatsApp that you have if you want to collect all your friends. So if you want to invite each other or to go out with each other, we make a group, right? Also the countries, if they want to support each other economically or
Like
defensively,
us.
they have to make what? A union. So the African continent, they made a union for themselves, including all the countries, all the 54 countries in this union, except of Morocco. Morocco didn't want to come inside this union. Morocco country has its own disagreement with this union. This is why it didn't came to this union. However, we have 53 countries inside this union. This union was established in 2001 in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia as its headquarters, which means that all the countries, when they want to meet together, they will go to Ethiopia in Addis Ababa, which is the capital city of Ethiopia. By the year of 2010, four countries suspended their membership in that union, which is Guinea and Eritrea, Madagascar, and Niger. All of these countries, they stopped their membership and they said, we don't want to be a membership in here, in this union. Why? Again, they have their own disagreement with the union. Maybe they did some of rules that didn't go very well with these countries. So they stopped their membership. This is for the first achievement this continent have, which is African Union. So if I ask you in the quiz, what is the best achievement that African continent have? You will say African Union. Okay? طيب. Let's go for the next thing, which is another thing that is a major thing in Africa, and a lot of people know it, and most of
I know
the
what
time
is it.
they bring it in the news, which is the poverty in Africa. Unfortunately, it's a major problem in Africa that they have a lot of poverty in there. Poverty, it means poor people who can't support themselves and they can't provide food for their families. Okay, somebody would ask, like, Miss, why they have poverty? It's a big continent, and you said they have a lot of resources like rivers, rains, they can make agriculture and they can make farming and crops. They have also mines of diamond and gold. You said the biggest diamond mines and the biggest gold mines are in Africa. So why they are poverty? They have poverty like this. There's a lot of problems around this thing, and there's a lot of reasons. I will tell you some of the reasons, and some of the reasons, let's say I can't say it very loudly. So, some of the reasons that we know until now. One major problem that the continent faces is poverty. Why? Because of the dry climate. Yes, they have rivers. If we go for the north of Africa, this is Africa, okay? And don't mind my my drawing. This is Africa. At the north of Africa, there's a lot of rivers, like the Nile River. There's a lot of few rivers right here and there, okay? But these rivers are at the north of Africa. In the middle of Africa, actually, right here, we have a lot of dry areas that they don't have any rivers, and there's no lot of rain, okay? And here also. So these areas, most of the year, they are dry. They have rains. Yes, they have rains maybe for 1 month or 2 months a year, but for the rest of the month during the year, it's dry. So that leave those areas are not good for what? For having crops. Even if you try to make agriculture in there, the soil is not that much fertile. Why? Because there's no water. Okay, so even if you make a crops, the crops will die because of the sun, the very hot sun that they have, and they don't have enough water for those areas. طيب, some people would say, Miss, why they don't have the water from the ground? يعني just make a well in the ground, or maybe some pumps in the ground, they can extract the water. And yes, this is true. But unfortunately, these countries are so poor that they need big devices and vehicles to make this a process, and they don't have it and they can't pay for it. So that's why they stay so hungry and poverty like this. This is one reason. So they don't have a nice climate to help them. They have a dry climate, and they don't have enough money to pay for the developing things to bring it to their country. So most of the countries are undeveloped. What does it mean undeveloped? Which means that they still have a lot of ignorant people. They don't have education. Most of the people, they don't complete their education, and they don't have the money to pay for the devices and for the technology to bring it to their countries so they can make it better countries. And one major problem, my girls, that nobody tried to speak about, and I have just a minute, I have to stop. Okay. Another thing in Africa, Africa is very rich in its culture and its art. That if you go back to the cultures and to the ancient ages in Africa, you would find that most of the civilization around the world existed in Africa, actually. Like the Egyptian culture, like, for example, the barbarian culture, the Amazigh culture, even the Greece culture, they existed all in Africa. So Africa has a rich resources of history, culture, and art. Art and architecture goes back thousands of years ago in Africa. They made beads out of shells since 82,000 years ago. So imagine now we are just trying to learn how to make accessories out of diamond and out of jewelries, but those people have all resources since thousands of years ago that they made their own art and they made their own architecture. Actually, if you go and Google African, it's your own research. After I finish, you can do it by yourself. Go to Google African art and see how much pictures and how much of ornaments and accessories those people made even since the ancient times. And if you go to write it even in the YouTube, you will find something incredible. Those people have civilization even more than us, but we don't bring it in the news and we don't talk about it. Okay. Another thing is about Africa. Natural resources in Africa. Okay. What is the things that the African people, we said they don't have that much oil. Then what kind of resources they rely on? The first resources that they have in a plenty way, which is what? Platinum. Platinum, it's a very rare and expensive material that all the countries needed in their technologies and their what? And their development.
Miss, why can't they sell it Africa, the platinum?
Okay, this is Just let me complete this and then I will tell you why.
Okay.
They have 90% of the platinum over the world exists in Africa. So all the countries bring it from Africa. طيب, since they have 90% of the world's platinum, why they can't sell it and become rich? Because those country who want to have this platinum, they come to Africa and they take it as their own without paying anything. They come as a foreign company, or they come as a foreign army, and they said we want to protect the people. When they want to protect the people, they take their goods, they take their platinum, they smuggle it in their own own cars and the trucks, and they try to take it away from them without paying any money. So the people stay poor and those countries become bigger and bigger and more rich. This is what happened. Another natural resource that they have it in a plenty way in Africa, they have 70% of the world's coltan used in making cell phones. This is another substance and material that we use it in making the technology that we are using right now. It comes from Africa also. Imagine. And then we have 64 of the words manganese. There's another substance that we use it also in our technology and our devices and our development, comes also from Africa. And then 50% of the world's gold comes from Africa. Imagine. يعني all the other continents, we have 7 continents. All the 6 continents have 50% of the gold, and one continent have 50%, one continent, which is Africa. But if we rule Africa in a good way, and those countries are developed and they have their own army to protect themselves, they would be the richest continent around the world. But what happened is vice versa, that there's the benefit of other countries to make this continent actually poor. So that's why we can see Africa is the poorest continent, although they have the richest resources around the world. So it's all a matter of management. That's why we can understand the importance of management in our life. If you manage your things in a good way, then you will be a rich person. If you manage it in a bad way, then you will be a poor person, although if you have all the riches around you. Okay, my girls, this is the information about Africa until now. Do you have any question regarding this continent?
Tala, hi, waiting.
Tala, do you have any question? Why, Tala?
About what?
She's always, I like Tala that she always alerted with me, and she's always putting her mind in the lesson. Like if I'm finishing anything and she wants to ask about it, she asks. She never shy to ask. And you know what? The person who is never shy to ask is the person who learns the most. The people who are shy to ask, they will always stay in the shadow. Nobody would know what are you thinking about. But the person who always ask and who always have the initiative thing to ask and to move forward is the person that learned the most. The last thing I want to tell you about Africa, some of the most well-known countries in Africa are Egypt, of course, Morocco, South Africa, Namibia, Seychelles, which is the smallest country, and Madagascar. Okay? This is for Africa. I want you now to go to your books to page 81 to answer the questions together, because these questions will come to the exam in the exam, inshallah.
Miss, can I do the first one?
Just a minute, let me open my book.
Okay.
Okay, page 81. In your student book, we will answer the questions together. And I want you to study very well, because I will bring the first 2 lessons in the exam. Go, Maria, and read for me the first question, please.
Okay. Which of these is not a country in Africa? Angola, Yemen, Madagascar. Yemen. Because it's like...
Just a minute. Yes, look to the map right here and answer the questions below. So which of these are not is not a country in Africa? Angola, Yemen, or Madagascar? Which one?
Yemen, because
Yemen.
Yemen is like
Where is it?
close to Jeddah.
Yes, it's close to Jeddah and it is in Asia. This is Asia besides Africa, you see? This is Yemen right here. This is Yemen.
Can I
Yemen
do
is
the
Yeah.
next
in
one?
Asia. Okay? The
Yeah.
second one, ha ya Tala.
Which of these does not border South Africa? What does it mean border?
Border, it means the lines of Africa, which means they exist near of Africa. على حدود, which means. So which of these doesn't border South Africa, which means that it's not near of South Africa. This is South Africa. This is South Africa. Border, it means the lines right here of the country. So which are the countries that is not on the border of it? We have here, these are on the border, Namibia, Botswana, and then we have Swaziland. These are what? And Zimbabwe. So which one is not on the border? Botswana or Mozambique or Congo?
Botswana. Botswana.
Which one?
Botswana.
No, Botswana is right here. It is in the border. I need one is not in the border.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Mozambique or Congo? Mozambique or Congo? Mozambique?
Yeah.
No, Mozambique is right here, you see? It has a border also. So it would be the last one, which is Congo. Where is Congo? Congo is in the, just a minute, let me search for Congo. Where is Congo? Congo is in here, in the middle. But I can't see it here in the map. Anyway, Congo, it would be here. This is Congo, by the way. Yes, this is Congo, you see? So it doesn't have a direct border with South Africa. But Mozambique and Namibia and Botswana, yes, they have. So it will be the last one. It will be the last one, Congo. طيب, the third question.
Me, Amal.
ها أمال يلا.
Which of these countries is bordered by Tunisia and Somalia?
Tanzania and Somalia. Which of these countries is bordered by Tanzania and Somalia? Kenya, Uganda, or Sudan? You will go here and you will search for Tanzania and Somalia. This is Somalia here.
Where is Tanzania and
Somalia is a country which is Somal. And then Tanzania. Where's Tanzania? This is Tanzania. Okay?
Okay.
He's asking you which of these countries is bordered by Tanzania and Somalia, يعني near of them. Is it Kenya? Or is it Uganda? Where is Uganda? Uganda is supposed to be here.
Miss, it's over here.
Yes. Is it Uganda? Or is it Sudan? This is Sudan. So is it Sudan or Uganda or Kenya that is bordered, يعني around it is Somalia and Tanzania. Which one, Amal?
Between it or beside
Between it, yes. Which one is between the two countries, Kenya or Uganda or Sudan?
Kenya.
Kenya, excellent. So it is the first one. Amazing. Yes. So we'll go for the first one, which is Kenya. Flip the page. Let's go for the next page to answer the questions. Huh, Fairuz? Fairuz, read for me number 4. Which
of these is closer to the Asian continent?
Which of these countries is the closest to the Asian continent? Let's go here. Is it Libya? Fairuz? Which one is the closest to Asia? This is Asia continent. The white one is Asia, okay?
Yeah.
So which country is the closest to Asia? Is it Libya or Egypt or Sudan?
Egypt.
Egypt, excellent. Aslan, because Egypt is having what Sina land right here that Aslan link Asia to Africa. So Egypt is the closest one. So choose for me Egypt.
Miss, can I do number 5?
Number 5, Mariana. Number 5, are you there, Mariana?
Yeah.
Read for me number 5, please.
I don't have the book.
Okay, read it from here. Mariana, which is the smallest amongst these countries? Is it Algeria? I will read for you. Which one is the smallest, يا Mariana? Is it Algeria, or is it Mauritania, right here, or is it Morocco, right here? Which one is the smallest? What do you think?
Morocco.
Morocco, excellent. So we'll choose Morocco. Great job. Next one, Tina. Tina, do you have the book, Tina? Tina?
Yes.
Yes, read for me the question number 6. Which
Among amongst these is not an Arab country?
Okay, which among these is not an Arab country? We have Niger right here, and we have Sudan right here, and we have Morocco. Which country doesn't talk the Arabic language? Is it Morocco or Niger or Sudan?
Is it Sudan?
No, remember that the Arabian countries, they exist inside the Arab League. Arab League, it has what? Hi, Jude.
Niger.
Niger is not the Arabian country. Why? Because it's not inside the Arab League. Remember this, the lesson of Arab League? It has Morocco and Sudan. They are Arabian. But Niger is not Arabian. Okay, what about number 7? Yeah. Number 7, Jana.
Me, Tana.
Jana.
Yes, yes.
Jana, number 7 for you, sweetie.
Okay. Which amongst these is not an African country?
Which among these is not an African country? Let's go and see. We have Ivory Coast, Rwanda, or India. Is India African? Is Indian people are African? They are black and white like the African people? No, actually India is inside Asia. So which country, Jana, it would be?
I know.
It's like in India.
Yes, India is the right answer because it's not African country. Now,
Oh, I
exercise
thought
number-
it was like, what is the African country? And I was looking.
cross out the word or ideas that doesn't belong to each group. Number 1. Maria, let's start with Maria. Huh, Maria?
Resources, platinum, phones, and gold. Phones.
Phones. The first one would be phones because it doesn't belong to other resources. Number 2, Jury. Are you there, Jury?
Yes.
Number 2 point. Read it.
Sanitarium problems, literacy, poverty, payment.
Amen. So we have these problems. We have sanitation problems. We have literacy, poverty, and famine. So literacy, it means the literature that we have. Poverty, it means poor people. Famine, it means the hungry people, when you have a lot of people that are hungry. And sanitation, it means what? It means the, let me say it in English, it's the health problems that we have. It's regarding the sewer system, like for example, the cleansing thing. So all of them are linked except of literacy because they are linked together. All of them are health problems except of literacy. Okay, what about number 3? Hi, Tina.
That's me. Amal.
Tina.
Maria.
Yes.
Tina, hurry up. Now, cross for me the country that is not belonging to the other countries. We have Morocco, Eritrea, Egypt, Iran. Which one of them is not from the African continent?
Is it more? Is it Sudan?
Huh?
Is it Sudan?
Sudan, there's no country in the world named Sudan. I am in number 3 in the number 2 question. Oh, okay. Who can't help Tina? Hurry up, girls.
Me, Amal.
Yalla, Amal.
Me, Tana. Please choose.
Amal,
Please,
making
Tala,
my
please, Tala.
Amal,
Please,
I'm talking
please.
to Amal.
Morocco, Syria, Egypt, Iran.
Which country doesn't belong? Yes, Iran doesn't belong to them because Iran is in Asia. So number four, Jury,
Tala.
Jury, corruption,
Judy did number 2.
instability, freedom, and violence. Which one doesn't go with them? Corruption, instability, freedom, and violence.
Miss, did you say Jory?
Yes. Which word doesn't belong to the group? We have corruption, which means that people are corrupted and they do bad stuff. Instability, which means chaos and everybody is killing everybody. And we have freedom, that you can express yourself freely.
Freedom?
And we have, yes, so we have freedom because it's the only one that doesn't belong. Okay, next, number 5, Feiruz. Africa has 77 states. Which one is the not correct one? Africa has 77 states. Africa is the second largest continent. Africa's population is around 1 billion. Most of the African states have gained their independence. So which one is not correct? Which statement is not correct about Africa?
I don't know.
Maria, can you help her, Maria?
Yeah.
Please, Tala, please, Tala.
Africa's population is about 1 billion?
Please.
No, Tala.
It's most of the African countries have gained their independence.
No. Amal.
Africa has 77 states.
Excellent, Amal. Shakti for you.
Yes.
Bravo, Amal. Great job.
That was Tala.
Just a minute. Has 77 states. Most of the
Tala was
states have
correct.
gained. No, actually, it's number 1. Here, there's a there's a wrong. There's a mistake in the book. Actually, it's not this one. It's this one. Because African continent have 54 states. Okay?
Wait, what? How?
This is the correct one, not this.
And also on page 97, there is 97?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can find it in the page 79 inside the
Is that 97? Yes.
inside the table. That's Africa. It has 54 states, not 77. So
Which
this is the one that is not correct. It doesn't belong. 79. Page
Okay.
79. Let me see if I have it right here. I hope that I have it.
Oh.
No, we don't have it. Page 79. If you open it, there's a table that has green and yellow color. You will find that the last one, number of countries, 54 states. So there are 54 states, not 77. So which one doesn't belong? It's supposed to be this one. Because actually most of the African states, they gained their independence. Yani now they are free countries. They rule themselves. Okay, my girls, this is for today's lesson. Do you have any question about Africa?
No.
Did you enjoy it? Yay or nay?
Yep. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you gained more knowledge about Africa and about the world. I will see you inshallah next time. I love you.
When you say yay or nay, it's like a horse.